Let's talk about it. Top 10 Reverb pedals. What's your thoughts?
Welcome back. We're here, Casino Guitars.
That's right.
Apparently, we've just been hit with the list of top 10 selling pedals. And Derek, on a whim, said, hey, what do you guys think is on there? And I said, wait, let's make a list. Let's see if we get any of them. As we were making the list, I realized I'm an old man, and all my pedals are sort of stuck in like probably 2000 and maybe 15. I don't know.
No.
I did hit a point. I do feel like, you know how they say you hit a point and your music tastes are sort of like solidified?
Yeah,
I feel like the same thing sort of happens with pedals, right? Like I hit a point where I was like, newest pedal, and now I just want my good old sort of comfort. I mean, occasionally a new thing comes out, but most of the time I'm like, oh, more knobs, and I just want my old stuff to work.
We've hit a point though where it still happens, and I know that you know this. It still happens where you see something that's like really, really cool. You're like, whoa, and it blows your mind. But we've hit a point where there's only so many Klon clones, Tube Screamer clones, Blues Breaker clones. You know, just like so many things they can shove down your throat until you're finally like, oh wait, they're almost all the same.
The B-Tronics wannabe. I do want one just because they're making it. It's like real. It's like a thing.
They are.
But anyways,
well,
all right.
There's like stuff like that. That's hilarious. That's great.
You know, I mean,
like,
and most of the things that I find myself wanting now are for that reason. Like as far as bass tones, I feel like I'm sort of kind of happy with.
Well, like drive and stuff like that. What I find inspiring are like the chroma console. That's really sick. I'm definitely buying one of those from Hologram. And they also, I might have been them. No, somebody else that came out with a synth. They all don't care about this stuff.
No, we don't.
It was cool though. I'm like, oh, it's like this big. It's like a Juno. It's insane.
Good God. Okay.
It's like 2 synths. Right. Anyways, sorry. Back on track. Pedals.
Back on track. You want to do your list first?
Going down the list. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what we'll do. Sean's 10, my 10. Then Derek's gonna reveal them to us because we don't know what's on the list yet.
No clue.
And then we'll talk about them and react in real time.
That's right. This is my white boy basic list.
Are yours in order? Mine were in no real particular order.
Mine's not really in order. Just take it with like a sense of like, okay, in that realm, right? So I guess I should start from 10 and go up to number 1.
That doesn't matter.
Right? Doesn't matter? All right, well, I'm going to start there. We got the Keeley compressor at 10. Mainly, I see a lot of those, right? The Strymon Iridium. Feel like there's some fanboyness around that that's been going on.
See, I didn't put any of those on mine. I didn't know if we were counting those. I thought about that in the AC one, the Walrus, but
I was like, I could see it. You know, there's a ton out there. The Crybaby Wah, Blues Driver, the Plumes. Okay, that's a big seller. The Boss Space Echo, the new one, the RE202, and then also the regular Boss pedal version, because I feel like I can't see an Instagram video without seeing that on the board. The El Cap. Some form of a Klon pedal clone. I didn't want to put a direct one because there's so many that
I put a direct one.
Well,
I had one in particular. I'm gonna make sure our TV doesn't go off. Wants to go off.
That's right. The Morning Glory. I got that up there, and then a Tube Screamer. I'm gonna put my money on the 808 reissue.
Okay, so an actual.
Yep.
That.
Like the reissue ones that, maybe it doesn't have the chip, but it's the one that, you could go out and buy right now for, the easiest to grab Tube Screamer.
You and I have got some overlap for sure. Because we didn't talk about this. We did this separately. Now listen, there were some pedals that I thought, man, everybody wants this. But they were boutique, and I thought, well, they probably didn't build enough for it to be, you know what I mean? It's like a small company just can't build as much as like a Boss pedal. So in my brain, everything skews that way to like companies that can build a ton, right? Yeah. Or the pedals are older.
Well, it's like a DS1, right?
Like a DS1.
They've sold 500,000 of them. It's like, oh,
yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah. So I mean, so obviously there's going to be more getting sold on Reverb. And I mean, not everybody's putting this on their board. Some guys are just like, I want to overdrive. What's the best overdrive? Oh, the OD one. You know what I mean? And that's That's it. Anyways, but here was my top 10 of things I figure maybe we'll see. Right. I'll start at number 10. I put the Crybaby wah because I just feel like people buy wah pedals, and what do most people buy? Just the good old Dunlop Crybaby. Number 9, and again, these are in no particular order. I think the Nobles ODR1 is going to be on there. Just because it's been so hot lately.
Well, there's been like this perpetual hype around that, and I feel like I've seen the Tube Screamer come down and that go up.
Yes, it's cool to hate the Tube Screamer right now. It's popular. You're cool if you love the ODR one. So I think the Nobles is going to be on there, and I think the actual Nobles one is going to be on there.
The Nobles.
And they should say thank you to Uncle Larry for that. Number 8, I think the Boss RV6, the reverb pedal, is going to be on there. I just think that's a staple of a ton of boards. Number 7 was the one that I thought to myself, I'm not sure if there are enough of these, but the Brown Protein, partly because I love that pedal so much.
You see a ton of those, dude.
You see a ton of them, and I like the company.
It's a good pedal.
It's a great pedal, and I think they've maybe been making them long enough that maybe it could squeak its way on there. Number 6, here's the old school one, the Greer Lightspeed. I still see people talk about that. Maybe it's the weird little circles I'm in. I've always wanted one of those. I've never had one. But I see guys talking about them all the time. Got to have a Greer Lightspeed. So that's an outside one.
I like that.
But it's possible, right? You said you didn't want to say which clong.
Here goes Johnny. In with the fireball, baby.
It's the Tumnus. I think it's the Wampler Tumnus.
Oh, the Wampler Tumnus? I think it might be the Archer.
It could be the Archer.
I'll put a hard stance on the Archer. How about
the Archer is fantastic.
If you're on the Tumnus.
But the Tumnus is too, and I just think they're kind of everywhere. They're like the everyman's clone.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just watched Narnia again with my sick children this weekend, so Mr. Tumnus is on my mind. The fawn. He's a poor fawn. No.
Gone, Mr. Tumnus in my mind.
Anyways, I do think the Plumes is on there.
Yeah.
Just because it's like so affordable and so good, and I think...
Dude, well, they've already sold over 50,000 of them.
I didn't put a Tube Screamer on my list. That is my Tube Screamer that I think is probably...
I like that.
The one that gets picked a lot.
I doubled down on them because I think some people don't know that.
Well, like I said, I just think it's cool to hate Tube Screamers right now.
It is.
Yeah.
But the Plumes doesn't sound like a Tube Screamer. Yeah. In the context.
It's and it's an Earthquaker pedal. We both love Earthquaker.
Yes, dude.
They're awesome. The Morning Glory, for sure. I think that's achieved this weird mythical status. Everybody wants a Morning Glory.
Yeah.
Which is like a blues breaker, pretty much. So
that's right.
Number 2, you said it as well, which I was kind of surprised to see on your list, the Blues Driver.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I mean...
Tube Screamer Blues Driver combo, that's been... I feel like you see it a lot. I'm like, oh.
Well, I just think a lot of people are coming back. I've put one of those. It's on my board that I use with the M80.
Our sweet little baby James Vallone, he uses that combo.
It's just so good.
That's right.
I mean, I don't forget the Tube Screamer, but the Blues Driver, yeah. And then number 1, I do think maybe this is towards the top, the Strymon Flint.
Oh,
I think so many people use the Flint for reverb and its trim.
Well,
it's just a no-brainer.
I see the
very
Flint
utilitarian.
and I see the L cap. That's why I was toying with both of those, and I was like, I'm gonna go with the L cap, just because in my head I'm like, I feel like I see more of those, but the Flint's probably.
You probably see.
You probably see.
I'm making it a confession. I've never loved the L cap.
I don't like it.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Baxter loves it.
I'm not much of a fan.
But what does he know?
That's right.
All right, Derek, are we ready? Are we ready to see?
So how right do we think we were, Johnny?
I think we were pretty spot on.
We're spot on. I'm ready to see it.
We were pretty spot on. Yeah. Oh my God!
Whoa! That is garbage. Donner. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Listen, Derek might have accidentally showed us the list for the only overdrives and boosts, and I was like, man, we nailed this.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing the first one of the real list.
I'm like, we freaked it.
I don't know. So the Donner Third Man Hardware Triple. I mean, well, like I said, some of it has got to be price, like things that are inexpensive.
Yep.
And things that are available.
Well,
there's only 2 of these available, though.
And I assume the hype built around something, right? Because this was super hyped up. I remember this dropping probably about 90 days ago, and it was on fire.
So was this like a collaboration between Donner and Third
Jack
Man?
White. Yep, that's right.
So he's like, I'm making a pedal for the masses, for the people.
At $200.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, it's got a phaser, a delay, and a distortion.
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, what more do you need? You know.
All right, so number 1 was not on our list at all.
At all. That's okay. Though. Oh, baby.
Did you say this one?
Keeley compressor. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did say this one.
I put it at number 10, but clearly it should be number 2 because it's a compressor.
See, I didn't think there'd be compressor. I mean, I don't know.
This is God's gift to tone, Johnny.
I mean,
It can make any singer sound good.
Compressor.
It can make any drummer
Goodish.
sound bad. It can do it all. I like it.
We were doing we had the well, at least we got this one, the old Blues Driver.
Number 3, baby. I like that.
I was gonna say we were playing this past Saturday, and there was like a crazy gate laying compressed thing on Rob's drums on his mic so it wouldn't pick it up, and he kept trying to make announcements in between the songs, and it would be like blah, 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 and it would just cut him off, and I was like, maybe let me talk, but it was really funny.
It's beautiful. I love it.
See, I intentionally left this stuff off.
The HX bump, huh?
I mean, I get it. I don't know if this goes on the
I get it.
list of.
Hey, you don't want real tone. You want that Monopoly tone. That's what you want. It's like Monopoly money.
I mean, yeah.
Welcome to
Whatever.
the big leagues.
I feel
I'm joking, guys.
The Rat.
You can use your HX Stomp. The
guess you
Proco
could.
Rat too. I get it.
The Rat. I mean, that's,
Who doesn't want John Scofield?
I'm a little ashamed I didn't think of this one, honestly.
I am too. It's a good pedal.
I'm a little ashamed
Have
because
you-
that's the go-to distortion.
Y'all have heard the Nuno trick where it's like distortion all the way down, filter all the way open, right? And then volume all the way up.
So volume all the way up, filter all the way to the right.
I think it's all the way to the left because that's how it opens.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then distortion all the way to the left as well.
Yes,
on there,
so
the way
that
we're looking
no
at it.
distortion is coming through and it's like a boost thing. He's like, it makes it percussive.
I always find
I'm
it
pretty
weird
sure that's
on
his-
pedals. It's like the pedal does this thing, but we're gonna turn that off.
Yeah.
We're just gonna boost. I feel like they all. I don't know.
I feel like he'll call me out on Instagram. He'll be like, somebody needs to get this boy. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
And tell him to cut his hair.
Cut his hair, hippie. A
tuner.
tuner?
And the TU3.
Ugh.
These things,
Ew.
they will never stop working.
Yeah, but there is
They're
a trick to that
indestructible.
tuner too. If you use 3 of these tuners in a row, the signal lift is so great that you actually achieve.
It's like a super buffer.
A super buffer, yes.
Super buff.
We should make a pedal that's called the super buff. And that's all it is. It's like we
It's
took
just
the circuit of 3 tuners.
It doesn't tune.
It
No,
does
no.
not tune. We got rid of
No
all that
tuning.
nonsense.
They get yourself a true bypass tuner and these
It's
3
like this tall because
TU3.
we stacked them up in wind housing.
That would be kind of amazing.
That would be
Um,
a Boss DS1. I wanted to put this on my list, but I figured the hype, the 40-year hype had died.
Well, I just
Never
thought, okay, I put the Blues Driver and I thought, okay, that's got to be the end
That's
of
enough, right?
my Boss Love. This is
DS1s
good.
are cool.
I felt way better about the only overdrive list. I almost said this. I'll be honest. I don't like these. I don't like these pedals.
I get it if you're like, I honestly, no, never mind. You know what? I take that back. I don't get it.
Well, I know dudes who use them and love them and sound good, but every time I've ever played one, I don't feel like I sound good. I think so. It's probably just me. But obviously, they're tried and true and time tested.
Hey, grow up. Buy a Wampler Tape Echo. I'm kidding.
When I was first buying this, I thought, man, it's this or the way Huge Octopus, and I've always been Team Octopus. I like the old Bright. And they did a carbon copy Bright, remember that? Where it was like the lighter green, and you could hit the button to do the normal one or the Bright, and it sounded like a Octopus, whatever. Number 9, you had this one on yours, right?
I did. The Strymon Iridium. I had it at number 9, too. What does that say about Sean other than he knows the
Nostradamus.
market?
Sean Stradamus.
I see
Knows
y'all.
all, sees all. If it's number 9, that's it. Only number 9, though.
Oh,
Oh!
look at that. A
Man.
recent purchase for me. GE7, mine has
And
been
you love
modded.
yours, right?
I do. It's awesome.
And I feel like this is one of those that is probably influenced by the recent crop of like studio guitar,
I think
YouTube
so.
videos, because
Yep.
I don't know, even I've been like, man, maybe I need an EQ pedal.
You know what's really nice about it? The little top switches, like the little push, the faders. I like the little
The little rubberized
plastic.
thing on them.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh,
It's
that's
kinda
isn't
neat.
that nice?
Are you using yours live? Let's go ahead. Maybe we'll get some more.
I need
The
to.
Big Sky.
Big Sky,
Eh,
big.
I thought we were over the Big Sky.
Yuck.
Maybe we're not.
Anybody who's still hyping the Big Sky, it's time. Let it go. Let it go. Find something new.
Like
Grow
at
up.
the Cloudburst. Ooh. I had the old Crybaby on here.
I had the Crybaby on mine too. It was number 8. What was yours?
I had my number 10.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Did you have the SD one?
No, I didn't.
No. We talked about it.
Yep.
I can't believe the dot. I kind of can't
I
believe the
almost
drop.
put the drop on there. I know of too many like hardcore metalcore guys that are like, this is where it's at. I'm like,
I'll never use a capo again.
yeah. Wow, wow.
Okay, I can see the mini volumes, or just the volume pedal or pedal in general. It makes me happy that the Greer at least made top 20.
Did look at that.
That just such a good friggin' pedal, man. We should order one.
We should
order a
We
light
should do that.
TS9, not 808,
But the TS
But-
is issue.
a screamer, and the plumes. We both had the plumes on our
Both
list.
had the plumes. Look, this thing, the microcosm. I really want to try
I
these.
don't even know what that is.
It's
Cut up
amazing.
your signal into granular pieces.
Yes.
That scares me just reading
Yes.
that.
All of the things, like their whole company is built around like, hey, let's do something nuts. And
You've sent me their stuff for, right?
yes, and I just need to buy all the pedals, but I'm poor. The the microcosm, there's one other one. It's damn, I can't think of what the name is. But that one, and then the Chroma console. The Chroma console is the newest.
That's the one that you're super into, yeah.
So hot. Yeah, I'm gonna buy all their pedals at some point. It's gonna happen. I just need to, I need to give
Win the
back to
lottery.
the earth and replenish the seeds.
He's gonna give plasma. That's what he means.
That's what I'm saying. I'm selling blood
gotta replenish his
to
plasma.
buy gear.
And then the Dream is number 20.
That's
I
right.
get that. Those are great sounding amp, modeler pedals.
I mean, they're all right. Once again, it's like, hey, don't get a carbon copy. That's what we're saying.
That's
what
the
I'm getting
takeaway
at.
from this whole video.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay, the Dream is cool. I won't talk junk on the Dream. The HX Stomp, I'll let it slide.
So man, no Morning Glory in the top 10 of all effects pedals.
That's depressing.
No
yeah,
tumness.
Yeah, let's
Man.
look back. No tumness. That's weird.
I'm just saying, go look at the one just the overdrives and boost. You're like, man, these guys almost nailed it in there. But
I
no,
mean, we're
we
pretty
didn't know.
close.
But there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. Let us know, are these things that you expected in the comments? Or was it way off from what you were thinking as well? I don't know.
Yeah, let us know. And keep watching, dude. Hit the like, hit the subscribe,
Don't you forget the bell.
click that bell.
The top 10 bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
We'll see you next time. Thanks, as always, for hanging out with us.
Da-da, da-da.